welcome back to the final part of Pirates, The Legend of Black Cat. The first part of this video will be dedicated to backtracking. We'll be opening up all the chests we couldn't open the first time round, collecting the rest of the Mermaid orchids and fallen stars, plus turning in all of our side missions, and then we will head over to Skull Cove, thus ending this epic adventure. So let's get in the ship and start our backtracking. So before you head out to the open seas, you can open up your single maps, your individual places, and have a look, see what you've not got from those maps. But I've got a list, so we don't need to check the maps. So I will firstly make a point to go to Forlorn Straights first, because we can turn in our mission to the Ghost Captain. So that was to sink the ships with the yellow sails, and the Ghost Captain will give us a skeleton key, so that is very handy for this backtracking section. And then lastly I will visit Ape Island, because that's where the Mermaid is, so as I'm collecting the chests there I can then visit the Mermaid while I'm there after getting all the chests. So you don't really have to do this in any order, but I'm definitely going to start with Forlorn Straights. Okay, so here I am at Forlorn Straights, and you can see the face of the Ghost Captain, so that's how you know where to turn your missions into. And you can also see the one chest I have on the map, so at the top as well, that will show you the maps and the scrapbook shells that you are missing. So now let's head over to the Ghost Captain, so just use the teleport to make it quicker. And here we are, just head over to this wreckage, and here he is.
Have you returned to torment us again, mortal?
No, sir. I bring news of the pirates with yellow sails.
News?
I have sent them to the bottom, Captain. You have your revenge.
At last! Now their souls will know endless torment, and ours will finally be able to rest. Here, take the enchanted skeleton key. May it serve you well, and may you never know the torment of the deep. At last, at last, at last.
Skeleton key! This legendary key will open all treasure chests, including ones made of bone. So if you have not found the iron key, the stone key, or the crystal key, this key will open up those chests as well. But we have all the keys, so it's fine. We only need this for the skeleton chests. Okie dokie. So now I'm just gonna get back to the ship and then rush on over to the other island where the treasure chest is on this map. Okay, so in this section there was two paths to take, and we went to the right hand path second and returned from the teleport, so this right hand teleport is active, but the chest is on the left hand path, and the teleport over here is not active because we did not return with that teleport. So unfortunately we're gonna have to just make our way there. So in this backtracking section I will just ignore the enemies just to rush through and get what we need. Don't exactly need any more treasure anyway. So here is the teleport that will take us back to the ship, and in the distance, in the near distance, there is the skeleton chest. Fallen star, a mystical object that seems to hold immense power. So this is only our second fallen star, and when we get all 5 we can return them to King Neptune. Nice! So now I will head back to the ship and I will just skip ahead to the next island. Okay, so we're now here back at Buccaneer Bay. We can see at the top of the map there are 4 chests that are missing, and you can see where I am on the map. There's a chest right next to me. And the others are pretty spread out. We actually need to go to 4 different docks to get these, so that's kind of annoying. So let's get started here. So here is the first chest. Okay, so now I'm gonna rush over to the next little island.
Full sail!
Okay, and the next chest is a stone chest. It's among grass over here. And there are crabs that hide in the grass. There we go, there's one, so be aware of that. So I've got the Frostbane sword now, so that's a lot more powerful than the first sword we started out with. Okay, at this main dock you can just go ahead and use the teleport just here. So we've not got far to go, but let's just use the teleport anyway. So let me show you where exactly I am. You could have come to the right hand side, just follow that beach section round and then through the gate. So this is where I am now. Got another stone chest. Okay, and then I'll just rush on to the next dock.
Full sails!
Okay, and there's some enemies here, and I will show you how OP this Frostbane sword is. Nice. And if you unleash your main attack... So I discovered this by accident. You saw that there were like ice crystals on the ground. So I just accidentally hit the button. Didn't mean to press the attack button while I was practicing, but that happened. And so it's made me realise that your main attack might actually change depending on what sword you have. So that was obviously an icy kind of attack, so that's cool. So just bear that in mind with your different swords. But all the way over to the right is the crystal chest. Okay, so that is it for this map. So I will see you in the next map. I will skip ahead again. Okay, so now at Scoundrel's Pit there are 2 chests to find, and I'm first going to go for the one that's furthest away because that's right next to the teleporter that brings us back to the ship, so that's pretty handy. So teleporter is here, and it will take us to the opposite side of the island. And there are apes, so just be careful. I'm just avoiding them, just to rush things along. Okay, so when that's open you can return back to the ship. Oh, you tried, you tried. Okay, and the next chest, if you go kind of in a diagonal line up the hill, you will eventually come across the chest. So you might not be exactly diagonal, but near enough. You should be able to see it. there it is. Okay, and just back to the ship, and we'll move on. We're at Bay of Tears now, and dead ahead is our chest, so straight up this way. So there's only one chest on this map. So it kind of, from this distance, does blend in with the headstones. But it is right here in the corner. Mermaid's Orchid, a beautiful tropical flower. So this is number 4, so we only have one more to find. Nice. So now let's leave before we get an earache. Right, we are back to Raven's View now, and we've got 4 chests here, so they're pretty scattered again. So I'm at the starting dock. There is only one dock you can come to on this map. Okay, and there are some totems, tikis, the pointy ones, so be careful of them. So all the way to the right, just behind this hill, is our first chest. Nice, and we have another fallen star. Okie dokie, moving on. So now we're going to have to teleport to the other 2 islands. So I'll use the teleport that's just across the way over here, just to skip ahead a little bit, save a bit of time. Okay, and we're here by these 2 other teleports. No. So I'll first choose this left-hand one. Okay, so this is where I am now, and that crystal chest is not far away at all. So there's a few enemies, so I'm going to do my best to ignore them. But we do have the gunners and the bombers, so they're pretty difficult to ignore. To get on my nerves. Okay, so here is our chest. And when that's open, just run away. Bravely run away. Okay, so use this teleport again. And now to the right hand teleport. Okay, and the 2 chests are all the way to the other side of this section, so just keep going. I'm also going to put my combat meter back up to full, so I've got that for when I need it. So mostly I'll ignore the enemies, but I will also try to attack them to get the meter up. Okay, ooh, hi. Okay, and that is this map now complete, so let's move on to the next island. Okay, at Gull Reef now. The moment I come out of this screen I will be attacked, but the chest is right here in this vicinity. We're at the little tiny island in the middle. Ow, you see? Okay. So here is the chest right here. And that contains the last scrapbook shell before moving on to Skull Cove. Nice. Okay, at Crescent Isle now. This is actually a really small island. It doesn't look like it on the map, but it's a tiny place to explore. So we've got just the section straight ahead, and you can actually see as far as you can go. So it doesn't go around any corners. So we need to teleport, and there are some more of these. Oh, is there another one? Yes, there is. Ow. Okay. So there's a right and a left path, so you want to slide down the left path. So I did say I wasn't going to bother with the enemies, but I want to get my meter back up, I'm sorry. But here is the chest. Cool. Okay. Nice, and we have our last mermaid orchid. Okie dokie, so that is the only chest on this map that we need to come back to, so let's move on now. Okay, now at Blue Shark Bay we have one chest to find, and that is literally just around this corner. Here it is. Nice, and off we go again. So now here we are at Glacial Gulf. There is one chest to find here, and it's actually right at the top of that slope straight ahead. But even though we have the spiked boots, that slope is too steep. We just keep sliding down it, and it's all icy as well, so that's really annoying. I don't know why they do that. Even though we've got the ice boots, we can't go up, so we are forced to go all the way around. Okay, and here is the chest. And we've got another fallen star. Awesome stuff, so let's move on now to the next island. So again we have just one chest to find here at HADES'S Pyre. And as we can see on the map, that is in the middle of the larger island. So the only way to get there is to teleport from this tiny island in the northwest. Okay, so the teleport is right at the top of the slope. Okay, so we are at this lower kind of labyrinth type section. It's not really a labyrinth, but it's got some twists and turns. So this is our starting point, and don't forget there are sandworms. You just saw a puff in the ground behind me. Oh, there we go. And if we approach the giant hammer and anvil over here, you might have already seen it anyway, but to the left is our chest. There it is. Okay, so we have our 5th and final fallen star. Ow, you can't do that twice, that's cheating. Okay, so as I get out of here I'll go up that slope, and if you remember the first time I was here, there are teleports located, multiple teleports on the slope, and I gave you some incorrect information. I said that each teleport will take you to the top of the slope, and that was wrong. Each teleport will actually take you back to that little island where your ship is. So I apologise, I gave you wrong information. But now I have realised that each teleport will just return you straight back to your ship. Okay, we're at the final island among the backtracking. We're back at Ape Island, and there are 5 chests on this map to open. So none of them have anything important in them. We've already got all of the fallen stars and all the mermaid orchids. And the mermaid is just in the tiny northeastern island, so that's actually quite missable, especially when there's ships on the map. And so I will collect the rest of the chests, and then I will go and see the mermaid. So the first chest is actually at the top of this hill, and to get up there you have to come all the way around because it's not as sloped on this further side. Okay. So now slide down again. Next chest is actually kind of hidden. It's actually to the left, just among these trees.
Grog.
Okay, and we've got just 2 more on this larger main island. The last chest is actually on the little island with the mermaid. Okay, so let's head over to the island, the little island, open the last chest, and see the mermaid. Okay, so here is our chest. Okay, so now that's open, let's have a look at our figures. We should have 250 chests and 193 scrapbook shells. So the rest of those are to be found at Skull Cove. Nice! So let's go and see the mermaid now.
Do you have them? Do you? Here you are. Oh, they're beautiful! Thank you so much. Now, as I promised, here is my golden harp. Use it well, and good journey to you.
Golden harp! A gift from the mermaid. The song from this harp temporarily makes Katerina and her wind dancer immune to all damage. Its power only lasts a few seconds and must recharge after each use. So this is pretty cool. So we can use this in the ship and on land. And we will be invincible. but only briefly. Okay, so next, just head out so we can open up the world map, and we still need to go and see Neptune to give him the fallen stars. So just select him from the top right, Neptune's reach.
You have returned, Katerina de Leon.
I have, Your Majesty, and I have brought the fallen stars, as you requested.
You have done well, Katerina. And now, it is time for me to fulfill the promise I made so long ago. Behold.
It's my mother's ship! It's the original Wind Dancer!
Indeed it is, Katerina. And it is only fitting that you sail her into battle against your mother's greatest enemy, the treacherous Hawk. Go now, Katerina de Leon. Go and meet your destiny.
Okay, so we've got a brand new ship upgrade, the only upgrade that money cannot buy. So it might look pretty small compared to our previous ships, but it's a lot more powerful. So we, as usual, when we get a ship upgrade, we can have more lumber, more sailcloth, more cannons, and more of everything else as well. So we have room on our amazing galleon for more cannons. So that is what I'm gonna do next. I'm just gonna go and buy more cannons. So just set sail, and I'm just gonna pick any old place. Hero's Rest is closest. Okay, so just head to the fortress and we can buy some more cannons. Okie dokie. So if you like, you can top up on the flame pots and just anything you might need, because we will have a bit of a ship battle coming up. You don't really need to stock up all that much, it's pretty easy. Well, in my opinion it is anyway. So when you're ready, set out to open sea and we can go to Skull Cove. Okay, so we're here at Skull Cove, so this is a very pretty place. Look at the colour of the sea, such a pretty blue sea and a pretty blue sky. You cannot exit Skull Cove now that we are here. So we will have a bit of a ship battle, so I'm going to get my golden harp ready. And once we enter the cove, we will have a cutscene.
It would appear that our little game of cat and mouse is drawing to a close. The question, dear Katerina, is who is the cat and who is the mouse?
You forget Hawk. I am the Black Cat.
I've been searching for the Chartstone map in that accursed locket for years. I had all but given up. Then it struck me. I had only to stand back and let you do the work for me. All that you required was the right motivation.
So you murdered my father in cold blood.
Of course. And you reacted exactly as I'd hoped. No one can help you now, Katerina.
Think again, Hawk.
Duncan!
I know you.
No, Hawk. You knew a helpless cabin boy left on a sandbar to die. I am not that frightened boy. I am Duncan the Blade.
Okay, firstly activate the harp. Okay, so as we can see, Duncan is here to help. So you are very well off just to spam everything. And yeah, Duncan's already down. It doesn't take him very long to go down at all. So sometimes when the ship is like that, I've realised I think they repair themselves. So when they're aflame, just keep shooting until they blow up. And there we go. Nice. So before you head to the dock, just grab up all the loot crates. Yes, we're going to grab Duncan's as well. Because why not? He doesn't need them anymore. His little ship is gone again. Yeah, because his ship's been blown up a few times. Okay. So also, you can see the skull over there, so that's cool. And then when you're ready, you can stop off at the dock. And I didn't show you the map straight away. I felt as though we didn't need to. So we've got 7 chests and 7 scrapbook shells on this map. Also, we've got the last crystal heart to find as well. So firstly, just head up to this section. This is where all the chests are. I'm also just gonna ignore the apes as well, just because we don't really need anything they drop, and they'll probably just get on my nerves. So we've also got some live totems. All of them will poison you, so just get rid of them. Okay, and also up in this section we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of the scrapbook shells, and here are all of the chests. So just be sure to open up them all. Nice, so we've got a pretty big stock of stuff that we've just collected. And if we make our way to the other side of the beach towards the skull, I assume it's just a big rock shaped like a skull. I don't know whether that's the cove or this beach area is the cove. I assume it's the beach that is the cove. So make our way there. We've got a scrapbook shell right here on this tiny little mound. And close to the right hand side at the bottom of the hill that we cannot go up, there is the last scrapbook shell. So just stick to the right. There it is. Okay, and directly left of that is the last crystal heart. Nice. So we are now at completely full health. So now let's have a recap. What have we got? So we've got our stats there, we've got all that treasure, we've got 9 of 9 hearts, we've only got 4 of 5 swords, but don't worry, that upgrade is coming up in a moment. So we've got all the cannons for the ships that we can have, we've got all the chartstones, all the chest keys. Okay, goals completed. We are missing a goal, but that is fine, that is just the end of the game section. We've got all the treasure chests looted, all the scrapbook shells, orchids fulfilled, headhunter masks fulfilled, fallen stars fulfilled, fire crystal, which was just the one item for Jack Frost, fulfilled. And we've got the log all full except for this one last thing to do. Nice! So now there is only one more thing to do. Let's head over to the skull in the rocks.
I have avenged you, Father.
Just look at it.
It's pretty without a doubt, but there's a far greater treasure in this room, and she's standing right beside me.
Foolish girl. Did you think I'd be defeated so easily? Now we end this. The serpent's tooth sword. Do you understand its power, I wonder?
Okay, so we've got another boss battle. I want my harp. Come on, you're about there. So basically, there we go. The ice tiki is pretty good. There we go. That freezes him on the spot. Nice. Yeah. Fire tiki too. So obviously he's got attacks that you can't block all of. And he does an attack which blackens the screen, so don't think something's broken. That's him that's done that. The usual with any boss is that the spirit bottle will not do anything and the mystic sands will not do anything. But basically just, you can keep spamming, that's fine. But the ice tiki is very, very good. Straight in the head. Ow. It's just mean, doing the same thing over and over. Come on, we're nearly there.
Was a demon, trapped in human form. Now the Serpent's Tooth Sword has lifted the curse. You must act quickly. Only the power of the sword can defeat him now.
I call upon the power of the Serpent's Tooth Sword!
Katarina de Leon. It was your mother's curse that trapped me in the frail body of a mortal.
Then it was you who killed her!
Of course! And your father! And now, I will kill you.
My mother cursed you once, Hawk, and now I curse you. In the name of my parents, prepare to meet your death! It's time to end this once and for all!
Yeah, so that was a pretty spectacular swan dive into the shoreline from Hawk. Okay, and everything's gone dark, he's done that. And even though we've got a ship battle, and I did tell you to spam everything, that's because it's difficult to actually target him, because he moves a lot. So just spam your normal cannons, that's fine, keep going around and around. And he does a lot of like pushing you and hitting you about in your boat, which is rude. So again, he makes the screen dark, and he does an attack which forces your ship away from him. You'll die him. So all you have to do really is go around in a circle and spam the button. You can also hit him while he's under the water. So just literally just keep spamming. And there's not much else for me to say. So I'll probably be quiet until the end.
was silver coin and bar, and gold aplenty. But those two, they didn't see it, for the treasure of the heart is the most valuable of all. It's a kind of magic, you see, and if you give it away, you'll find you've got more than you started with. Did you like the story, lass?
Oh yes, it was wonderful.
Mara,
Yes, Mama?
it's well past bedtime. We sail in the morning and you'll not sleep a wink on the ship.
Yes, Mama.
I meant no harm.
She's too young to hear such things.
And I'm far too old to keep secrets. There's naught to fear from tales that end well.
And that's where you're wrong, old salt. It's only just begun.
Nice! Wasn't that awesome? So it kind of escalated quite quickly between Duncan and Katerina. But yeah, we have all the scrapbook shells, so we have every page of our scrapbook that we can view, so that's mostly just concept art, so that's pretty cool. And this is the end, so thanks for watching, and I will see you next time. Take it easy, guys and girls.